Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. Stand out with a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything: your products, content you create, and even your time. Utilize Squarespace email campaigns to drive sales and engage your audience. Introduce your brand to new subscribers with welcome emails, announce upcoming sales, or send out a discount code. There are built-in analytics to measure the impact of each send. They have such flexible website templates. It's so easy to get started by choosing a template and then customizing it to look and do whatever it is you need or want. And a huge help is their analytics system. This is where you can gather and use all kinds of insights to aid in helping to grow your business. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/oliviareadsalatte to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you once again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
So welcome back to the channel, whichever one. We are going to be doing a September reset, fall TBR reset thing now, and we're gonna kick it off by going to Barnes. So thank you, Ginger. We're gonna go there, we'll come back and we'll do a haul, and it'll be a great little fun time. So let us go. Yeah, I definitely had gone before filming this intro, but that's fine. Breaking the fourth wall. I have my little haul, and it is not very little. I'm very excited for it though. So I figure we'll just get into this haul. This is kind of, all of these are on my fall radar, and then I obviously have a ton of books on here that I really want to read for the fall. The problem is I don't really want to move around the books too much. Oh my goodness, this braid that I put my hair in got a little crazy. I don't want to move them around too much. Oh, also, should we not make the lights fall themed? Like, there we go. There we go. I don't want to move them around too much because I'm doing the read it or unhaul it TBR jar thing, and I know where the books are, but if I move them, I want to know where they are. So there's that. But I am going to just talk about book club books that we're going to read. These, we'll set up a TBR shelf. I think we're going to reinstate the TBR shelf that is in the bedroom because it's just closer to where I'm always reading. And yeah, this is just going to like be a little bookish reset moment. But for the haul, first and foremost, I grabbed Assistant to the Villain. I have already read this. I absolutely loved it. I think I gave it 4 or something stars, and I thought it was really fun. It reminded me of just, for some reason, very, very British humor. Like, I love that. It reminded me of just, I don't know, just a silly, goofy little fantasy romance thing. It is a cozy fantasy romance, which is the only kind of cozy fantasy that works for me, apparently. I will do a cozy fantasy romance or a cozy fantasy mystery. I cannot just do, when we're just cozy and no one is falling in love or dying, it is boring to me. So this has both of those things, and I love it. And of course, I grabbed Apprentice to the Villain, which is the sequel follow-up. I do have the sprayed edges of this one. It is very nice. I love it very much. I am super excited to get to this one. I know there was something where a lot of people did not enjoy this. I can't remember why, but just know that it is definitely like a very silly, goofy tongue-in-cheek humor, very aware of itself kind of book. And if you don't enjoy that, then I don't think you would enjoy this. I do think, though, that this and Fourth Wing are the only Red Tower books thus far that I've been like, yes, I have found a new series to read. We'll see, because also on the TBR is going to be Fourth Wing and Iron Flame to give it a second go, but we'll see about that. Then I also got How to Become a Dark Lord and Die Trying. I don't know anything about this. One of my patrons recommended it to me in a live show, and I was like, well, you know what? Okay, I'll go get it. It's a great title. I really like this cover style, so that's what we're gonna do. She tried to become the hero and take down the all-powerful Dark Lord. 100 times she's rallied humanity and made the final charge, but the time loop always gets her in the end. Sometimes she's killed quickly, sometimes it takes a while, but she's been defeated every time. Ooh. So I guess in this, she's gonna become the Dark Lord instead to defeat the time loop. Okay. Sounds interesting. Then I really want to catch up on Miss Jennifer Lynn Barnes because she wrote, I don't know what it's, I think it's just the Natural series. That is my favorite series by her. It's so good. It's YA Criminal Minds. Oh my god, I can't recommend it enough. It is such a good freaking time. Like, I think everyone needs to read that. The Inheritance Games is cute. That one is the book. And the Inheritance Games, I've only read the first two. I need to read the third. And then the Brothers Hawthorne, I think it is. And then I also want to read this book I bought because it's absolutely beautiful. And I love all of her books, so I can't see myself not wanting to keep it. Then, speaking of some YA, I love a good YA horror. I love a good YA thriller. We already know this. And in fall fashion, Cloud in the Cornfield has come out with a third book in the series. I am so excited. This little horror book is so silly goofy, but also it's really, like, it's fun. It is creepy. It's just a good time. Every time that I think of this, I think of the genre of teen slasher movies that this would fall into. Like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is such a good, fun fall movie. I feel this kind of would be in that. It's just a good time. It's just a good little goofy time. And of course, clowns are scary, so I'm excited to be able to get back into this again. It's just gonna be great. Just gonna be great. And I do highly recommend the series. And then, I was in such a sci-fi mood when I went there, because we had just seen Aliens Romulus, and good time. I bought The Mercy of Gods. First of all, what a great title. Name. So beautiful. This is not part of the Expanse series, although it surely looks like it is based on this. I think that that's honestly kind of a good marketing thing, probably, because people probably think that it is a new installment or something if they aren't, like, you know, within the book world. I love that they use, like, hot pink in their books. I just think that that's fun. It's just fun, because the other ones I have up there, I have not read The Expanse yet, but I have the first three, and I really want to. I would love to read this. This is the first book in their new series. I think it's a trilogy, actually. That's what I want to say, but I'm not sure if it's true. Aside from those books that I really would like to read, the rest, honestly, I think are going to be a lot of library books and a lot of series I want to finish, or I don't know, fall and fantasy are just, they go hand in hand for me. I do like a good thriller. I find them fun, but I've kind of fallen out of thrillers again because I will read so many of them and then I will stop reading them. But I did just haul a few from the library. It's a horror and thriller little stack, and I think those will be the ones that I read, but I put that in the weekly vlog. When we create our little library TBR shelf, perhaps we'll put that in there. I think that would be a nice little touch. The only other one that I have within reach that I do believe I will be reading at some point soon, hopefully, is Dark Age by Pierce Brown. It is time. It is time. I am scared. I am fearful. I'm excited. I really want to read this. This is my favorite series. I'm getting really close to saying of all time. Like, I'm getting close to solidifying that because I'm looking at the rest of my books and it's just kind of like, but are you Pierce though? No. So I do think that this will be one that we read very, very soon. I'm excited to do that. For now, I think we need to go collect all the books I want to read. Actually, here's the problem, because here, I'll just turn you and we'll just talk with our shelves. How about that? How about that? So these are all the books that I want to haul. I have read some of them. I want to read Ruthless Files and Empire of the Damned actually as well. I would love to finish off the First Law trilogy because I really, really am loving Joe Abercrombie with every part of my heart and my soul. I also need to read all of these. Like, because to me, fall is September, October, and November. I want to have my Cosmere read done by the end of November. I know. So I want to read these 4, but I also have one more Mistborn book. I need to finish The Hero of Ages because I had to pause that for some Patreon book club books. And my brain was like, no, I want to focus on the pretty books, which was Feybound. So we focus on the pretty books, as we should, but now I need to get back. So I need to finish that. I need to do this. I need to read Oathbringer and Rhythm of War. Because this video is just going to be my fall TBR, I think. I don't think I'm going to do it for my September TBR. Because monthly TBRs just don't work as well for me as seasonal ones, I think. So yeah, that's all of that. Truly, it's just these 4 that I know for sure. So I have 7 books that I know I need to read. And they're big. I was thinking of rereading The Way of Kings and Words of Radiance, but I think that Delusion this time won't win. Usually it does in this house, but not this time. Not this time, champ. It was a little too delusional, if you ask me. So, yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. And we're gonna do it together, because this is a me TBR, which means it's essentially just another vlog. This time with a theme, with a vibe, and that vibe is fall. So let me actually go collect all the books that we need to put on this TBR, and we will decide if we should put the TBR in the bedroom shelves that we still have open, or if we should put them here, because this is a lot more room. However, I don't know where I would then put my book haul ones, because I do want to do a book haul. Or do I do the book haul here and then put them away? I don't know. Here's the problem though. I'm gonna end up with stacks of books on my floor, and that's gonna stress me out. And I don't want that for me, so. Okay. So, we are going to, well, get rid of this, because I officially DNF this bad boy. And by that I mean bad book. But we're going to put all the library books here. We already have a bunch, as you can see. And yes, I somehow have more. Let me go grab them and then we can do a rundown. Alright, change of plans. We, oh god, are just going to go through all of the books together. And what the heck is happening with this? Okay. Sure, girl. Okay, so one of the books, by the way, it's not in this stack because it's out there because I'm reading it currently, is Dark Age by Pierce Brown. That is the 5th book in the Red Rising saga. Excited to be reading it. Then we have all these, and then we have this stack, and then we have 2 more up yonder, and we've got book club books to go. Oh gosh, I don't think, I might not include book club books because that goes into the rest of the year as well, and I just want to do this. So I will say, for my Patreon book club for the Cozy Cafe, we are reading hiccups. We are reading Incidents Around the House for September, and then in October we're going to be reading Sign of the Slayer, and I'm very excited for both. I have the former out from the library currently, and then the latter I will be getting from the library as well when that time comes around. But for now, we need to talk about the absolute insanity that I've decided to put upon myself for fall. But I'm going to bring all these down so that we can talk about them. And then we will have a good old-fashioned putting them on the shelf moment afterwards. Okay, so where are we going first? Let's do the stack in front of me. So I would love to read One Dark Window. I believe this is a duology. I just know it has like gothic autumnal vibes to me based on the cover. I think it's a fantasy romance. I don't want to know anything about it. Don't tell me. I prefer to go in knowing nothing. Oh, wow. Oh, it's young adult. Yes. Yes. Well, it was in the young adult fairy loot box, so that's fine by me. But this art was with it. Ooh. I think it's going to be a fun time. It's a gothic fantasy romance. Oh, heck yes. Anyways, I'm very excited for this one. We'll be reading for sure this season. Then I have started, but I want to finish The Hero of Ages so I can finish Mistborn Era 1. And I'm quite enjoying myself, but after that, we're going to have a time and a half, y'all. We're gonna read the alloy of law. We're gonna learn how to read properly as well. Shadows of Self, The Bands of Mourning, The Lost Metal. And everyone says, literally every person that I have encountered, first of all, for some reason does not think that I could read all of these before Wind and Truth comes out. And yeah, I also have to read the rest of Oathbringer and Rhythm of War, but ye have little faith. Ye have little faith. I get into the reading in fall, and also it's a stressful time of my life again right now. Because, like, when isn't it? When you're chronically ill. But, like, I always read when that's happening. And it's happening, so, like, not yay, but also yay because I have a lot of reading to get done. And so I'm gonna be fine. I fully have faith in that. I'm very excited for the second era of Mistborn because I have heard that it is all, like, what are those cowboys gunslinging? I love that. Yeehaw, you know what I mean? But after this, I'm actually gonna go read Oathbringer and Rhythm of War, and then I will get into Mistborn Era 2. Listen, I feel like everyone and their mother has a different reading order they recommend. I'm going based on one that I found online. It's what I'm doing. I'm halfway through it. Too late to go back now. I have Apprentice to the Villain from the haul earlier. I would like to read that. That is on the asaptual list. And then Clown in a Cornfield 3. The Church of Friendo. What does that mean? I don't know. We will find out together. Okay. Now we have all the library books. So I have Fevered Star and Mirrored Heavens. Beautiful covers. I did prefer the first cover, though, of the first book. But I was very excited to see how, because, like, this is a smaller second book. Here's my thing. I like a shorter, but it doesn't have to be too short, first book. A shorter than the first book, second book. But then give me a long, chunky third. Like, the finale, make it a chunk. I love it. So that's what has happened here. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm excited to read these. Then I have Shards of Earth. I've been wanting to read this. After I read Dark Age, if I am still in the mood for sci-fi, but maybe not Heartbreak, I won't go to Lightbringer yet. I'll go here. I don't know. This is my first book by this author, so we will see. But I just know that he writes all the time. And I love that. I love to find an author that is consistent and consistently good. So, hopefully. I got this thriller, No Road Home. I just saw it in a really random Instagram post a while ago, and I put it on a hold, and it just got in. I have what I am deeming dad fiction and dude bro, like combo of dad bro. This is my dad bro book. I'm excited. Then I have Miss Frida, the Inmate. I don't know if I'm going to get to this. Her books are fun, but they are not good by any means. And they're very popular though. So like this list of the library is so long. I don't know if I will get to this in time because I'm going to be honest, on the radar, but it's not top of the tier. You know what I mean? I have The Hollywood Assistant by May Cobb. I would love to like a book by this author, but it has yet to happen. I like the premise and I enjoy the writing style, but then it just is like, it gets weird and I don't love that in my thrillers. Like I just want it to be thrilling. Then I have Heads Will Roll. I don't know. It looked a little spooky. I was into it. I have Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. Sounds like a good little thriller slasher horror moment. Speaking of, The Blonde Dies First. I absolutely loved this author's very first book, which was Their Vicious Games. If you like is it Your Next? No, Ready or Not. It's that kind of vibe. It's a little bit of that vibe. I really, really loved that one. I highly recommend it, and I'm very excited to get to this one. And then finally, I still have Sky's End, which is a YA sci-fi, I believe, that one of you guys recommended, and I am excited to read it. It was likened to Red Rising, so there is a dragon on there, so I'm interested in that. But if I am still wanting that kind of vibe, but maybe not, you know, to cry and, you know, philosophize and have a spiral, I'll go to a YA version of that, and I think it'll be good. For now, we're gonna put all of the library books. I don't know. Usually I put the books that I finish during the month here, and I put the library books here. But I feel like it makes more sense to put the library books here, and then put the books that I'm finishing here, because it's like we're done. We don't need to see them. But here I need to got eyes on them. Make sense? Okay, great. So, let me just attempt to bring you in and bring me out. I should sort this by due date, but I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna put all the library books first and then my physical TBR. Okay, I'm gonna put Miss Frida up here. Well, I have these two left, and I don't have room, so we will create a tiny divide and put them here. And then the rest of the books can go here as I finish them. This is not, y'all, listen to me. Hear me. This is not a September TBR. Now, I would love to get through these because obviously from my library, they're gonna have to go back sooner than the ones that I own. But this is a fall TBR, okay? Because also I have Oathbringer and Rhythm of War further up. I just don't want to bring those down because they're like literally right above this. There's really no point to that. But yeah, this is over the next 3 months, September, October, and November. Fall. Not 1 month. This would be crazy in 1 month. Listen, it would be kind of a slay, but it would be a little crazy too. So I honestly think that that is gonna be all for this little fall TBR situation. I don't want to set up too strict of a thing because also, I mean, we can just assume my little Kindle Unlimited, whenever a fantasy romance comes up, we'll be diving into that. But I will say I am kind of getting back into the mood because I just was reading this fantasy romance that's like fun, but it's not good. And so I think I'm getting back into the mood for a more structured, serious fantasy, which is here. Also Dark Age. So that's where we're gonna go. But thank you so much for watching. If you did make it this far, leave like some fall emojis down below. And please let me know, are you gonna be catching up on the Cosmere before Wind and Truth comes out? If so, where you at? What you got left? If not, fear not. That's cool. What is your like top read, whether it's like an anticipated release, whether it's one that you already own and you just are like, I need to get to this for fall. I need to know these things. And then any of these books look good to you, let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you've read them. If you hated them, don't tell me. But if you loved them, you know, tell me a little bit, but don't tell me about them. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to go in blinders on. Yeah, that'll be it for me. I hope you're having a great day whenever you are watching this. Make sure you drink your water and stay hydrated. Be kind, lead with that empathy, and go have a good day on purpose because you deserve it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.